All right, guys, so we're back in my kitchen. We've got Mama Janet, Mama Colette, wife Kendra, Papa Dad. So this is kind of cool. What we're gonna make for you today is we're gonna make some chipotle chicken enchiladas, all right? So Colette got a whole chicken that she just deboned. Just put some gloves on and pulled the meat off the bone. We got Janet shredding a little bit of cheese. We did Colby Jack and Pepper Jack. And then we did a Pepper Jack and a Monterey Jack. So the Monterey and Pepper Jack we're gonna put in, we're gonna top with that. We're gonna take the skin. Again, this is up to you. Everybody's a little bit different. To me, the skin is where it's at. So where all the flavor is, where all the seasoning is. So I run through the skin just once, twice, real finely chopped, and we're gonna throw it in here, okay? And again, guys, we're gonna simplify this a little bit because I want you to be able to come home and cook a meal in like 30 minutes, right? So we're gonna use a pre-canned sauce. Don't cringe. We're gonna use a pre-canned sauce and doctor it up a little bit and make it taste a little better. And we're gonna do that with Chipotles. So we'll get into make the sauce real quick. All right, guys, so again, we're gonna make this sauce and we're gonna make it super easy, all right? So we're gonna start out with the old El Paso red enchilada sauce. Me personally, I like medium. Of course, you could do hot, whatever you wanna do, but you can just pour that sauce in a bowl. This right here, growing up in Hispanic culture, I feel like this is just seasoned salt. It's just Hispanic seasoned salt. So Goya adobo, it's in Dillon's. You can get it anywhere, Mexican store, whatever you want to do. But give it a little bit of sodium. So just put a little bit in there. Doesn't take a lot. Then this is where you're going to get your heat and some flavor. I take one of these chipotles, okay? Chipotles in adobo sauce. This stuff's great to have in the fridge. It adds a lot of flavor to anything. So, and it lasts for quite a while. So I like to put it into a dish. You can put it in a Ziploc bag, but any kind of dish you can find that's going to seal up nice, and then snap the lid on it, and it should last for quite a while. So you're gonna take your pepper and just go through it with the knife, just real fast. Just mince it up. There's gonna be some seeds in there. That's kind of where your heat's gonna be at. Add a little bit of spice to it. That's why I go with the medium, because the medium and the heat of the pepper is gonna really add a lot. So I'm just gonna throw that in there. Again, guys, because I'm Asian, I would put minced garlic in my eggs in the morning if I had an opportunity to, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of minced garlic, and then we're just gonna mix this up. Again, guys, the whole thing on this is just easy. Easy, quick, doesn't take a lot, and takes you away from basic really easily. So we're gonna mix that up. And now, again, don't be afraid to try everything you cook. So just try it, give it a little taste, make sure it's the flavor that you want. If there's anything you want to add to it, or you can't take away, but that's why I like to taste a lot. So you taste as you're going, because you can always add, but you can't take away.
All right, guys, we're gonna make the filling for the chicken enchiladas. So I'm gonna add my chicken that I have here that's been deboned. Then I'm gonna kind of use what's in the fridge. So I've got a couple containers of whipped cream cheese left. So we're gonna add some of that in. Just kind of use what's in the fridge. You know, no need to go to the store to get some of this stuff. The whole point is to make this easy, and the whole point is to use what you have and not waste. So we're gonna add some cream cheese. I got some whipped cream cheese, which makes life a little bit easier. I've got some sour cream here. We're gonna throw a little bit of that in, a couple spoonfuls. And then I've got a little bit more chipotle in here that I'm gonna add for a little heat. And I'm gonna start mixing it. If I need to add some more filling or some more cream or cream cheese or sour cream, then I will. And you know, our chicken is good for so many things. Obviously you can use it for like basic stuff, but with soup season coming up and stew season, you know, it makes a super easy chicken and noodles for the night. It makes a great filling for chicken pot pie. You can make some chicken tortilla soup. There's just so many things you can do with the chicken. Obviously, the enchiladas. Anytime that you would use a rotisserie chicken from Dillon's, you could use our chicken instead and add a smoked element to your dish, and also support local while you're doing that. All right, so I feel like this is pretty good on the moisture. I do want it to be pretty cheesy and wet so that it doesn't dry out when we're cooking it and baking them. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this. So I've got some Goya adobo. We're gonna add some of that in.
That Goya adobo that we use, there's several different kinds. I use the one with the pepper. There's also one with like cumin. Either one is great. They're both wonderful. Find one that you like and stick with it.
Just like what Brian's been saying the whole time. Don't forget to taste. I'm gonna add a little bit more heat to it. And also, don't forget, you can add our dry rub to anything. It's not gonna give it a smoky flavor, it's just gonna add a little bit of sodium and salt to your dish. All right, so we've got our filling for the creamy chicken enchiladas. We've got our sauce done. We've got all of our cheese shredded. So we've got a greased pan here. We're gonna put just a little bit of sauce on the bottom so that way it doesn't stick quite as bad.
I think it's important to note too that this took like 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is gonna take less than 10 minutes from start to putting it in the oven, and then you can get it in the oven and you can go take care of the kids or do whatever you need to do, take care of the dog. It'll take 15 minutes in the oven and then you guys will be ready to eat. So Mom here is gonna help me roll the enchiladas. This is a great way to have your kids incorporated into making dinner, guys. We see so many families who, young kids that come in and they don't know how to do anything in a kitchen. And it's such a basic life skill that everybody really needs to learn. But this is a great way to start, and they don't have to have anything sharp. You know what I mean? Just get them in there.
That's why we got Janet over there.
That's why we let Mom roll tortillas. Nothing sharp.
Oh, whatever.
So we're just gonna grab a spoonful of our mix. You don't wanna go too crazy, because don't forget when you fill these, you don't wanna fill them too much. But grab you a spoonful of the mix. We're gonna put just a tiny bit of cheese in there with them. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. And we're just gonna roll our tortillas up and put them in our dish. This is a really good make-ahead dish too. You can make this on the weekend and have it for a weeknight when you know you guys are gonna be out late at school or school functions or work or something, baseball. As much as we love when people come out to eat because it keeps us in jobs, you know, eating at home and eating around the dinner table is so important. And that's part of why we have the whole family here today doing this. You can see too, we've filled our pan. We've got 7 in there, which will be plenty for us tonight. And we still have enough left over for a whole nother meal. So we can make a batch tonight, have them tonight for dinner, and then we can make another batch and pop it in the freezer and have it another night. Like I said, it's a great make-ahead meal. So we're gonna pour our sauce all over this. You really wanna make sure that the tortillas are covered so they don't dry out. We're gonna pour our sauce all over that. And then we're just gonna sprinkle some cheese on it. Yeah, we like cheese in our family, so lots of cheese.
Lots.
Save some cheese for later.
I know.
Oh.
Any kind of cheese that you have is fine.
There's no right.
Okay, Mom, that's plenty.
We need to put a little more.
All right, so we're just gonna pop these in the oven. They don't really need to be covered. We're just gonna pop them in until they're warm, and then we'll be ready to eat.